It's the morning weather briefing. This is for Thursday, the 15th of August. I'm James Spann. Alabama's weather staying relatively quiet today. We'll see a few spotty showers and storms later, mainly over southwest Alabama again. But tomorrow and Saturday, there should be an uptick in the number of scattered showers and storms. Still not raining everywhere. And the good news, it looks like a pretty dry air mass gets in here early next week. We might see some 50s early Tuesday and Wednesday morning of next week. And we're still watching Hurricane Ernesto. Here's the upper air look across the country today. And again, we have a north to northwest flow aloft as we're on the periphery of the heat ridge off to the west. The closest rain to Alabama this morning over parts of Kansas, Missouri, and Illinois. And again, we should be pretty quiet today. Temperatures are in the 60s in a few spots over North Alabama. For example, Cullman, 66. Haleyville, 67. Huntsville, 69. The rest of the state in the 70s. Highs in the low to mid-90s in most spots today. Those higher heat values will likely be across the southwestern corner of the state, where, again, we have Washington, Mobile, and Baldwin counties under a heat advisory. That's where the heat index might hit 105. Also, heat advisories extend off to the west into parts of Texas and Oklahoma and southern Kansas. So a chance of severe storms today north and west of Alabama. The broad risk from Oklahoma up to near Milwaukee and Indianapolis. Got a level 2 out of 5 risk around St. Louis up to Chicago. Also a marginal risk up in the northeast United States. Tomorrow, a marginal risk from the southern plain states into the eastern Great Lakes and parts of the deep south. In Alabama tomorrow, and keep in mind this outlook runs through early Saturday morning. We have a marginal risk of severe storms that's level 1 out of 5, basically from Birmingham north. And where storms do form in advance of a surface front, they could produce some strong gusty winds. That would be late tomorrow night, maybe into the pre-dawn hours Saturday morning. And then during the day Saturday, we have a marginal risk as far south as Grove Hill, Greenville, and Phoenix City. The area's in dark green on that map, but it's the same thing. It will not rain everywhere. But where the storms do form, they could produce strong, gusty winds. And then after that, we'll see drier air by Sunday. Here's the larger view for Saturday. A marginal risk from Alabama and Mississippi, Georgia, up into parts of western New York. Here's a look at rain for the next 7 days. For Alabama, the amount's still not that much. Generally a quarter to a half inch, maybe a little higher values over the northeastern corner of the state, where maybe over 1 inch possible there. But we all know in the summer, rain distribution is not easy, or not even, and your number could certainly vary. So in the tropics, if you take out Hurricane Ernesto, it's remarkably calm. Gulf of Mexico, Caribbean, MDR, main development region, just really calm for middle August, and we'll certainly take that. Ernesto this morning packing sustained winds of 85 miles per hour, moving out over the open Atlantic, east of the Bahamas, far east of the United States. And again, there's no change in the thinking here. The only problem now is the fact that this will be very close to Bermuda on Saturday, and a hurricane warning has been issued for the small island of Bermuda, as that thing will be passing really close Saturday. And at that point should be a Category 2 hurricane with winds of 105 to 110 miles per hour. And then it slingshots out into the North Atlantic, maybe kind of scooting by the Canadian Maritimes there. But again, we stress absolutely no threat to the United States. Here's a look at the wind guidance for Ernesto. This thing will peak maybe briefly as a Category 3, but then it comes down to Category 2 near Bermuda and then weakens up in the North Atlantic. So, model fans, here we go. This is the GFS. This is the 06C run, valid today at 4. And again, we're on the periphery of the heat ridge. But for most of the state, it's just going to be dry. Here's a look at the high-resolution HER model, valid this evening at 6 o'clock. And again, there could be a few isolated storms over the far southern counties of the state. Mobile, Baldwin, Escambia, Clark, Covington counties, counties like that. The rest of the state looking pretty dry. And again, most spots in the low 90s today, maybe mid-90s in extreme South Alabama. So tomorrow, got a surface low that's over upper Michigan, and there's going to be a front approaching. And the GFS shows nothing here, but let's go to the high-resolution HERD. This is valid tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock. And you can see a band of thunderstorms coming down through North Alabama. And where they form, they can be strong. And again, the main concern, strong, gusty, straight-line winds. We have that marginal risk from Birmingham north. Now, Saturday, the surface front just slowly pushes through here, and the GFS doesn't show a lot here, but the Europeans got a whole lot more green here. And it's got the right idea. But again, we stress, Saturday it's not going to rain everywhere. But like tomorrow evening, where the storms do form, they could be pretty strong with a chance of strong, gusty, straight-line winds. And the high Saturday should be in the low 90s in most spots. And then Sunday, we get into a drier air mass. And I think most places will be dry with only a slight chance of a shower, the high close to 90. And then kind of a secondary surge of drier air comes in here for Monday. And we're seeing evidence now in modeling we might see highs for the northern half of the state dropping in the 80s and lows getting down in the 60s. This is Tuesday. We're looking at mid-60s now coming off the NBM here. And Wednesday, we might even see some 50s for parts of North Alabama by the middle of next week. Come on now. That is very rare for August. And this is a week from today, Thursday, August 22nd, 597 heat ridge way off to the west. Upper trough north of the Great Lakes. And evidence moisture tries to kind of come back, maybe a few scattered showers in South Alabama, but the northern counties will likely be dry. Let's keep going. This is 10 days out, Saturday, August 24th. And again, there's kind of a flat ridge across the deep south, the higher heights off to the west, and again, that looks pretty quiet. Rain for Birmingham off the European ensemble. The mean is still hanging around 1 inch for the next 15 days. This is valid through basically the end of the month. But look at the numbers here. This is the national blend of models, not a deterministic approach. It's more of an ensemble approach, a mean of various models. And look at the numbers come down next week. Highs under 90 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Lows as cool as 64 early Wednesday morning. And this is for Birmingham. That means we'll probably see some 50s in there. So we could celebrate that. Latest long-range guidance. This is for August 22nd through August 28th. Temperatures maybe a little above average, but no sign of any really nasty, excessive, triple-digit type heat. So the Persean meteors are still cranking along here. This was from a dash cam. Watch right there. You can see that meteor coming on through. A lot of folks saw that. Very vivid meteor. That was last night, I want to say about 8:30, around 9 o'clock. Great sunset last night. That was taken from the summit in Birmingham. Ooh, I love that shot. That's outstanding. Here's the smiling baby. That's my friend Harlow. I met her at a book signing in Aniana about a year ago. She is always smiling. They're up on Straight Mountain in Blount County, and hey, you give me a smiling baby, a bunch of cows, and a good-looking sunset, you know that's going to make these videos. Tennessee Valley last night, very vivid colors, just gorgeous across the state. Had those scattered high cirrus clouds, which always tend to give the sky a good texture and make for a marvelous sunset. These old summer sunsets. And here's one taken from the Oak Mountain Amphitheater last night. I honestly don't know who was in concert. You know, the TV station, the ABC 3340, is in River Chase, kind of the next exit up. And we can almost always hear those bands when they play. But obviously a very nice sunset going on there. So today got a program up in Gadsden this morning, and then I'll be coming back through Trussville. I'll be speaking to the Trussville Chamber of Commerce for their meeting today at lunch. Tomorrow going to visit the Sabin Center down in Tuscaloosa. Very excited about their plans for the future. And then Saturday, hey, we got a book signing. We're going to be in Lincoln. Yeah, buddy, we're going to be having a good time. It's going to be between 10 and 1 o'clock. It's going to be at Betty's Cafe in Lincoln. And if you've never been to one of these things, they're just outstanding. We have the Crest Publishers. They handle the books and everything for us, and they've got all these cool weather shirts that are outstanding, hats, and then, of course, we've got our children's books, the Benny and Chipper series, The Wonder of Thunder, Prepared Not Scared. These are for kids that love weather, or maybe they're a little afraid of storms. And all you can do is pray. That's our book kind of capturing what happened here April 27, 2011, and Weathering Life, My Stories. So come see us. Lincoln, if you're in Ohatchee, Talladega, Pell City, Oxford, East Aboga, Bynum, anywhere in that part of the state, come on by Betty's Cafe from 10 until 1 on Saturday. And don't forget to join us this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.